Hi guys, it's Mattias, and yes, I think there's no secret by now that I have been playing Apex quite a bit, and even though I'm still struggling a lot with this game, I'm having a blast. Now, the fact that you play this Battle Royale game as a three-man squad means that it's a lot more fun if you have reliable teammates. Now, if you, just like me, have made this transition and you're actually from time to time looking for teammates, then we've actually created a few extra rooms in our Discord so that you guys who are watching my stream and YouTube videos from time to time, if you're looking for someone to play with and if you're looking for a place where you can communicate, then hopefully we'll have a few rooms open for you, and I'll also try to add more moderators who can help sort everything out if there is something that needs to be moderated. Now, what that also means is that I will from time to time also be looking for people to play with, and if you seem like a reliable and cool guy who actually does play this game on a regular basis, then we'll probably give it a go if that is something you'd like to try out. Now, the most important thing is, of course, that you have your sound in order and that you actually are a player that does play this game. So by now, by the time that this video is out, you should at least be level 50 in Apex. Otherwise, you know, just grind and learn the game. It's more fun if you actually have some experience when you play with people that also have some experience. Otherwise, it just becomes a lot of awkward situations when you try to function as a team. Now, there's one thing that I want to make a quite big deal of, and that is your sound in Discord. Make sure that you have this in order before you ask to join us, and I will show you a little bit of a tutorial or a guide at the end of this video. So just make sure that you have that set up before joining. Now, I'm not going to try to pretend that I am an expert at this game myself. This is not the type of shooter that I have any experience with. The way you move around in this game and the way that Battle Royale works, it's just very, very different from what I'm used to, and I am, for the most part, struggling quite a lot. I know a lot of you guys have asked me about making tutorials for this game, but I have to admit I am not nearly good enough in Apex to do that without feeling cringy. There are plenty of YouTubers out there that make tutorials about games they barely know how to play themselves, and I'm not going to be one of them. However, I might come out with a guide-like type video that might function a little bit like a beginner's guide for people that comes from the same background as myself, where I specifically bring up the things that are very unique to this game compared to the games that I've played in the past, which probably might be quite a number of you guys as well. Now, the number one thing that I'm struggling with is by far movement in combat. It is so different. And there's actually been a little bit of discussions about whether or not some characters are faster than others. Normally the small female characters seems like they are faster than the bigger male characters, but there's actually no difference. Well, except for Bangalore's passive ability and Bloodhound's ultimate. Well, as far as I know anyway. Now, when I play, no matter if I play solo or if I play with any of my regular teammates, I always try to go for the high loot areas where you have these crazy early game fights. And that's what you see here. Now, the team play aspect of this game is definitely one of the things that I appreciate the most. And I gotta say that before Apex, I never would have thought that I would appreciate and play a Battle Royale game as much as I do right now. In all honesty, I play this game way too much, and sometimes I even play it off stream. It feels really weird because I haven't done that basically since I started streaming. But every once in a while I feel like jumping in there and maybe play one or two matches. And yeah, obviously I'm not going to start the stream if I plan on playing for just like 20 minutes or half an hour. Now, I really do understand that there's a lot of people out there that are disappointed that I'm no longer playing Battlefield. And as I said earlier, I have to take a break from that game. I have not enjoyed it one bit since it came out. And in all honesty, I was kind of fed up with Battlefield after playing Battlefield 1 so much. I was just hoping that Battlefield 5 would be that new, fresh Battlefield that would pique my interest in the franchise again. But that just didn't really happen. The very strange thing to me about Apex is that I just can't stop playing it. Many times I stream this game for like 8, 9, maybe 10, even more than 10 hours in a day. And lately I've been forcing myself to stop playing and forcing myself to take actual breaks from the stream. And for me, after about 3.5, 4 hours or so, I really feel that I start playing worse and worse. And still, I keep doing it. It's been a long time actually since I really enjoyed playing a game as much as I do right now with Apex. Now, I know I said this before, but I'll say it again. If you haven't tried this game out, then just download it. It is a free-to-play game. Try it out, see if this is something for you. If not, then, you can just uninstall it. But it's quite remarkable, actually, with a free-to-play game from EA that is this enjoyable to play. It's like, when you think about it, how EA normally releases AAA titles. They're really expensive games full of bugs, and this is a free-to-play game that just for the most part works really, really well, at least compared to what it's like when a new Battlefield comes out. And yeah, actually I'm going to finish this fight in just about a minute, and then I'm going to show you the things that I was talking about with the Discord. It's not going to be at the end of the video. We'll take it after this fight here in the Skull Town.
Reloading. Reloading. Need to recharge. You're not safe. You're in view of the enemy.
So yeah, joining our Discord server is going to look kind of like this. You want to find either the chill room or the game room, one of these rooms here. And at first, before we've given you any permissions, you're not going to be able to see if there are anybody playing in any of these channels here. And maybe I'll sort that out later so that even if you don't have any permissions, you'll be able to at least see some of the other channels, but as it is now, you won't be able to do that. So yeah, I suggest that if you really if you're looking for players and you want to give it a go, then come in here during one of the streams, and hopefully there will be somebody that can help you out and set you up with some other players. Maybe you'll even be able to play with me and whoever I'm playing with at the moment. Now, the most important thing to do before you ask to join us is to click on this little icon here, user settings, and then you go to voice and video. And the important thing is, if you don't use push to talk, is this slider here. Now the important thing is that any background noise should not be heard. Like if there's any background noise, your mother is doing something in the kitchen or your siblings are fighting in the next room, that volume or that sound should not be peeking over this bar. If it is, then move this slider in this direction like this, so that it requires a louder sound before it activates. And you can test this. You can test this very easily by looking at your icon. The icon here, this is what my icon looked like. If there's a TV in the background, then this icon should not be activated. You see how it's activated when I talk and when I'm quiet? That ring disappears. So there's a little green ring around your icon when your voice is activated. And the important thing is that it only activates when you speak. We don't want to hear anything else going on in the background. So get that in order before I cannot stretch this enough, before you ask to join us. So yeah, the video is going to continue here with some highlights, some of the moments that makes this game so much enjoyable. And yeah, I'm still trying to work out how to get better at this game. I've decided that I'm going to learn it and be good at it, even though it feels a little bit distant at the moment. But yeah, anyway, I hope you will enjoy the rest of the video. Thanks for watching. I got the Arc Star kill.
Care package being delivered. Care package incoming. Let's get to the LZ.
I'm pushing that guy.
Knocked him.
Target. Heads up. Dropping the pain. Throwing Arc Star.
And one below and one above.
Fuck.
Down to
I'm healing.
taking fire. Reloading. Whole unit KIA.
Whole unit KIA.
Only 2 other squads.
Man, I play like shit. One more coming. Oh no, it's a bamboozle. Bamboozle. One more team.
Knocked him.
Ah, this is so.
I'm spotted.
Yeah.
Taking a knee. Catching up. Half the squads are left. Taking a med kit. 1 sec. RE-45. Body shield here. Level 1. Using a med kit.
Which way?
They will be coming from here.
Let's check out this area.
Yeah, there's loot place here. Come this,
Yeah.
come this way.
Oh, look at this place.
That guy is low.
Yeah, he is.
I knocked. One
That's
more.
mine.
Double timing it.
One more.
Come on in.
I'm flanking.
Painless is waiting.
Yeah.
Give my shield a reach.
Knocked him.
Nice. There's one more.
Knocked one.
There's one more. Yeah, here.
Got him.
Nice.
Reloading. Whole unit KIA.
Good job.
Good job.
Good job.
Incoming care package.
Hostile right here. I'm spotted. Taking fire. Reloading.
I'm safe here.
Down to target. Contact with enemy. Reloading. Hold tight.
Well,
Catch
I've got a care package ready as well, by the way.
He's right here. Bangalore, eh? Okay, there's another squad. I'm backing off, there's another squad.
We have to fucking...
Yeah, they're pushing. One's down near me. Might come from.
Enemy down.
Got him.
Nice work, nice work.